Who is the rock in your life? That person who forms the foundation for who you are and what you can become. This week, I'll share 3 lessons I'm learning based on the life of one of my rocks. Hi, this is Marlena Fiol from Becoming Who We Truly Are. If you're searching to better understand and become the truest version of yourself, you've come to the right place. March 8, 2022 is International Women's Day. It's a day to remind us of the women in our lives who've modeled for us how we can become the best versions of ourselves. Too often, I feel like these heroine models have been buried underneath those mostly male heroes that we tend to hold up as exemplars. Sadly, it's taken me many years to recognize the powerful heroine model who was right there in front of me all the time. In doing the research for our latest book called I've Come to Know a Heroine Who Was Always There in My Own Home, my mother, Clara Schmidt. Clara came from a strict and sheltered German Mennonite community on a farm in Kansas. As a young girl at her baptism, she committed to a life of service. And did she ever make that happen? 5 days after graduating from nursing school, she married a young physician, John Schmidt. They left the day after their wedding for a 3-year missionary term to provide health care to a group of immigrants in a remote, nearly uninhabitable area in the Chaco of Paraguay, South America. That 3-year commitment turned into a whole lifetime of service, during which Clara, among other things like raising 8 of us kids, became a fierce pioneer in a powerful partnership with her husband, Dr. John. During their first years of marriage, she started a nursing school with him, and together they opened and ran a hospital in that remote area of Paraguay. On the side, she would provide typing lessons, piano, Bible school, all sorts of things. A few years later, she and John built and ran a leprosy station that radically changed how leprosy is treated on the planet today. Clara provided nursing care to the sickest of the leprosy patients, and she did whatever else was necessary on the station, like bookkeeping and publishing the mission's newsletter, Im Dienste der Liebe. In her 60s, she cared for Dr. John after his brain surgery, while working 5 nights a week as a nurse to make ends meet. And in their late 70s, she and Dr. John saved yet another remote hospital and its Paraguayan community, not to mention making several trips to Central America to provide free medical care to those in need. An anonymous quote says, "A strong woman stands up for herself. A stronger woman stands up for everybody else." Clara Schmidt, my mother, was clearly a stronger woman. Here are 3 life lessons she has inspired. First, follow my inner wisdom rather than pursue what everybody else thinks I should do. Second, keep reminding myself that the extraordinary is possible if I just keep moving forward one step at a time. And third, I can always learn more, do more, and contribute more to others. What have you learned from the women who've provided a foundation for you? To learn more about women learning to be brave and taking risks, check out these resources. First, a TED presentation by Reshma Saujani on teaching girls bravery, not perfection. And for a deeper look into my own experiences learning to succeed as a woman, we recommend my 2020 memoir, Nothing Bad Between Us, as well as our 2021 epic true story, Called. The web addresses of each of these are in the show notes below. And remember, we are together on this journey.